Chinese automaker BYD is zipping ahead in the global race to make cheaper electric vehicles.
As a leading player in the electric vehicle market, BYD is known for its cutting-edge acceleration capabilities and innovative technologies. The brand is quickly making inroads all over the world, even in countries where consumers can't afford to spend much. However, Tesla holds its monopoly in the United States for now. It is only a matter of time, though. Affordability, after all, is the biggest concern, even for American consumers. And China's all-new $10,000 car has shocked the entire EV industry. Is this the end for Tesla and other established automobile manufacturers in the Western Hemisphere? Well, let's find out. Why the electric vehicle market matters. As the appetite for affordable electric vehicles, or EVs, grows among American consumers, a stark disparity emerges between the U.S. market and international landscapes, particularly concerning the burgeoning presence of Chinese automaker BYD. Renowned as Tesla's most formidable rival in China, BYD recently announced its intention to introduce the Seagull, an electric hatchback, to European markets by 2025. The most interesting part? The Seagull boasts a base price of under $10,000 in China. Will this model and its successors create a monopoly for BYD in the EV market? Well, before we answer that, let's get some context first. The Seagull has already made its debut in smaller EV markets, such as Mexico, where it is marketed as the Dolphin Mini at around $21,000. This international expansion amplifies BYD's role as a dominant force in the global EV sector, positioning it advantageously against local competitors. Meanwhile, U.S. consumers find themselves increasingly isolated from these affordable alternatives. According to Business Insider, the likelihood of BYD entering the American market has been severely diminished by geopolitical tensions and regulatory hurdles. The Biden administration's concerns about national security, particularly regarding the collection of sensitive consumer data by Chinese automakers, have further complicated prospects for BYD's entry. However, according to a survey conducted by analytics firm GBK Collective, half of the U.S. drivers surveyed expressed a willingness to consider electric or hybrid vehicles for their next purchase. However, those who did not currently own an EV did not have the budget to invest heavily in electric technology. Moreover, the Biden administration's proposal to impose a 100% tax on EVs from Chinese brands effectively closes the door on opportunities for consumers seeking affordable electric options from companies like BYD. In the absence of competitive alternatives from Chinese manufacturers, American drivers can only hope that domestic automakers will step up to fill the void. However, major players like Tesla and Ford have been sluggish in delivering affordable models. Elon Musk has teased the possibility of an under $30,000 Tesla for years, yet the focus has recently shifted towards the development of robotaxis instead. Similarly, Ford's CEO Jim Farley has acknowledged the necessity of an EV priced between $25,000 and $30,000, emphasizing a new affordable platform developed by their West Coast team. Despite these promises, the lack of timely action from these industry giants leaves many consumers frustrated and longing for accessible electric vehicle options. As the race for affordable electric vehicles continues, American consumers must grapple with a landscape increasingly defined by barriers, leaving them at the mercy of manufacturers who have yet to deliver on their promises. In contrast, BYD secured 50,000 orders within just 27 minutes of its new car launch. This overwhelming enthusiasm not only underscores the brand's growing prominence in the automotive landscape, but also highlights a significant shift in consumer preferences towards sustainable mobility solutions. However, to appreciate the current surge in electric vehicle adoption, it's essential to recognize the historical context in which EVs have evolved. Believe it or not, electric vehicles have been here for quite some time. They trace their roots back to the late 19th century, when they gained initial popularity due to their ease of use and lower operating costs compared to steam and gasoline-powered vehicles. However, the rise of the internal combustion engine overshadowed EVs for decades. This was until the late 20th century when electric vehicles saw a resurgence. Today, the momentum behind electric vehicles is further amplified by a significant increase in global government and industry investments aimed at promoting zero-emission models. Policymakers and environmental advocates recognize the urgent need to combat climate change and reduce reliance on fossil fuels, leading to a wave of initiatives and incentives designed to accelerate the transition to electric mobility. In 2023, 18% of global car sales were electric vehicles, a remarkable increase from just 4% in 2020. Naturally, automakers across the globe are ramping up production. This brings us to China and BYD, China's dominance in the EV market. China's dominance in the EV market is not only undeniable, but also transformative in shaping the future of global transportation. China accounted for nearly two-thirds of all global electric vehicle sales in 2022. This speaks to the country's unique positioning as a leader in the race toward a greener, more sustainable future. Projections for the immediate future indicate that China will maintain its substantial grip on the EV market, with expectations of a 45% share of global sales. This figure solidifies China's dominance, particularly as other regions such as Europe and North America intensify their efforts to promote electric mobility. But how come? Well, the Chinese government over the past decade has implemented a wide array of policies to incentivize both production and consumption of electric vehicles. Generous subsidies, tax exemptions, and direct investment in the EV industry have created a fertile environment for domestic manufacturers to flourish. Moreover, local governments have imposed strict restrictions on traditional gasoline-powered vehicles in major cities. For instance, license plate lotteries and restrictions on internal combustion engine vehicles have made owning a gasoline-powered car more cumbersome, while EVs enjoy preferential treatment, from easier registration processes to exemption from certain traffic regulations. Technological innovation is another critical factor contributing to China's EV leadership. Chinese automakers have invested heavily in research and development, focusing on the production of more efficient, affordable, and longer-range electric vehicles. Furthermore, China's dominance in battery production, particularly lithium-ion batteries, gives its EV manufacturers a competitive edge. China is home to some of the largest battery producers in the world, such as contemporary Amperex Technology Co. Limited, which supplies not only domestic but also international automakers. This vertical integration, where the supply chain for key components like batteries is closely aligned with vehicle manufacturing, has enabled China to produce EVs at a scale and price point that is difficult for other countries to match. Consumer preferences in China have also shifted dramatically in favor of electric vehicles, further bolstering the industry's growth. While early EV adoption was driven largely by government incentives, today's consumers are drawn to electric vehicles for a variety of reasons beyond financial savings. The growing awareness of environmental issues combined with advancements in EV technology has led to a greater demand for zero-emission vehicles. Additionally, Chinese consumers are increasingly opting for EVs due to their convenience and the proliferation of charging infrastructure throughout urban and even rural areas. The rise of smart EVs, equipped with cutting-edge autonomous driving features and integrated connectivity, also appeals to a tech-savvy demographic that views electric vehicles as more than just a mode of transportation, but as a lifestyle choice. Looking ahead, China's leadership in the EV market shows no signs of waning, but it was not always as such. For much of the 20th century, China's domestic car industry lagged significantly behind foreign manufacturers, especially those in the West and Japan. While other countries were producing high-performance, reliable vehicles with advanced internal combustion engines, China's automakers struggled with quality, efficiency, and technological advancement. Faced with this challenge, China made a strategic pivot that would transform its automotive sector and lay the foundation for its current dominance in the EV market. In the early 2000s, Chinese policymakers recognized that trying to catch up with global leaders in internal combustion engine technology would be an uphill battle. Major car-producing nations like Germany, Japan, and the United States had a century of experience and technological expertise in refining gasoline-powered vehicles. Rather than attempting to compete in a space where they were far behind, China's leadership made a bold and forward-thinking decision to focus on electric vehicles. By embracing this emerging technology, China aimed not only to close the gap with traditional automakers, but to leapfrog them entirely, positioning itself as a pioneer in the future of transportation. The Chinese government poured resources into research and development, aiming to make China a world leader in battery production. To support this initiative, the Chinese government introduced a series of policies that encouraged both manufacturers and consumers to embrace electric vehicles. These policies included substantial subsidies for EV production, tax incentives for buyers, and strict regulations on traditional gasoline-powered vehicles in major cities. The government also invested heavily in charging infrastructure, ensuring that the growing fleet of electric cars would have the necessary support to thrive. The government also focused on building a vertically integrated EV industry. This meant that China wasn't just producing electric vehicles. It was developing the entire supply chain, from battery production to vehicle assembly. As a result of these early investments, China quickly became a leader in the production of electric vehicles. Domestic companies like BYD, NIO, and XPeng rapidly advanced in their ability to produce high-quality, affordable EVs. At the same time, China's dominance in battery production gave it a significant competitive edge over other countries. By the late 2010s, China was not only producing more EVs than any other country, but was also supplying critical components to global automakers. Now let's take a look at BYD's success and the recent news. BYD's unique path to success. In the dynamic world of automotive innovation, few companies have had as transformative a journey as Build Your Dreams or BYD. Founded in 1995 by Wang Chuanfu in Shenzhen, China, BYD's story is one of evolution. From its humble beginnings as a rechargeable battery manufacturer to becoming a global powerhouse in electric vehicles. As the largest producer of rechargeable batteries by the early 2000s, BYD mastered the complexities of energy storage, which would become essential in the electric vehicle revolution. The leap from batteries to cars came in 2003 when BYD launched its first vehicle, the BYD F3. A compact saloon, the F3 was designed for the Chinese market and quickly became a hit due to its affordability and fuel efficiency. Fast forward 5 years to 2008, and BYD began to make headlines on a global scale with the introduction of the F3DM, China's first mass-produced plug-in hybrid vehicle. The F3DM's success demonstrated BYD's ability to merge traditional automotive design with cutting-edge electric technology. BYD continued to innovate with the launch of the E6 in 2010. This all-electric car was primarily designed for the taxi industry. Its spacious interior and efficient powertrain made it a popular choice not only in China, but also in international markets like London and New York. In 2015, BYD made another major leap with the introduction of the BYD Tang, a mid-size plug-in hybrid SUV. Combining power with eco-friendliness, the Tang exemplified BYD's commitment to high-performance electric vehicles that did not compromise on style or functionality. One of BYD's most notable milestones, however, came in 2020 with the launch of the BYD Han, a flagship electric sedan aimed at the global market. Positioned as a direct competitor to Tesla and other premium EV manufacturers, the Han solidified BYD's status as a major player in the international electric vehicle scene. A key technological breakthrough that BYD introduced alongside the Han was the Blade battery. This revolutionary lithium iron phosphate battery technology set new standards for safety and energy density in the electric vehicle industry. The Blade battery's design significantly reduces the risk of battery fires while also improving overall energy storage capacity. While BYD is best known for its electric cars, its vision for sustainability extends far beyond passenger vehicles. The company has also made significant strides in electrifying other modes of transportation, including buses, trucks, and even monorails. BYD's electric buses, for example, have become an essential part of public transportation networks in cities across the world, including the United Kingdom, where BYD has partnered with local operators to reduce emissions in urban centers. The company also introduced the e-platform in 2019. This modular platform is designed to serve as the foundation for BYD's future electric vehicles, allowing for greater flexibility in design and production while reducing costs. The results speak for themselves. For the first half of the fiscal year 2023, BYD reported a remarkable profit increase of 10.95 billion yuan, which roughly equals to around $1.5 billion, compared to the same period a year earlier. Central to this growth was BYD's auto segment, which experienced a 91% year-over-year surge, generating 208.8 billion yuan, or $28.64 billion in revenue. This massive growth in the automotive division now accounts for over 80% of the company's total revenue. In the second quarter alone, BYD set a new record by selling 700,244 passenger EVs worldwide, marking a 98% increase compared to the same period in the previous year. In comparison, Tesla, one of BYD's main competitors, delivered 466,140 vehicles globally during the same time frame. BYD's ability to outpace Tesla in terms of deliveries reflects its growing stature on the international stage. BYD's electric car product range. BYD's electric vehicle lineup reflects the company's ambition to cater to a wide array of market segments, offering everything from subcompact city cars to luxury models while emphasizing energy efficiency, cutting-edge technology, and affordability. This diverse lineup is designed to meet the growing global demand for electric mobility, with a focus on both urban transportation needs and high-end performance. The BYD E2 is a standout in the compact EV market, representing BYD's mastery of the E-platform. This compact crossover has captured attention due to its spacious interior, advanced technology, and emphasis on energy efficiency. The E2 is tailored for drivers who seek an eco-friendly option without sacrificing practicality or modern comforts. Its cabin is designed with a focus on maximizing space, creating a comfortable environment for passengers while integrating the latest in smart technology. On a similar front, the BYD E3 takes the compact sedan to a new level, combining the advantages of a smaller vehicle with the cutting-edge efficiency of electric power. The E3 not only embraces sleek design principles, but also provides drivers with a robust range, making it a top choice for individuals who prioritize sustainability. Its eco-friendly design is enhanced by its functionality, targeting drivers who want an affordable yet stylish electric sedan. The BYD E6, which has roots in its earlier version known as the E6 Taxi, represents an evolution in multi-purpose vehicles, or MPVs. The latest incarnation of the E6 reimagines the electric MPV, delivering enhanced performance and a longer range. Its spacious interior makes it ideal for families or businesses that require a larger vehicle while keeping emissions low. With its electric powertrain offering improved efficiency and smoother rides, the E6 highlights BYD's ability to refine and improve on its existing models to meet the growing demand for electric MPVs in both domestic and international markets. BYD's continued innovation is evident in models like the Dolphin, which bridges affordability and sustainability. As part of BYD's Ocean series, the Dolphin is positioned just above the Seagull in the Chinese market, but stands out globally due to its exports to markets such as Europe, Australia, and Thailand since 2023. Its inception as the BYD EA1 concept at Auto Shanghai in 2021 and subsequent production under the new BYD logo underscores its significance in BYD's lineup. Wolfgang Egger's design direction for the Dolphin has made it a stylish, compact electric car that appeals to a global audience. Expanding its offerings in the SUV segment, the BYD Atto 3 exemplifies BYD's strategy of creating vehicles that cater to families and daily commuters alike. The Atto 3's spacious interior, combined with its 60.48 kilowatt-hours blade battery, delivers a driving range of 260 miles, making it both practical and efficient. This family-friendly SUV is designed with an eye toward fitness and activity, seen in its unique interior elements inspired by the sports and fitness theme. Technological enhancements, like the rotating touchscreen, ensure the Atto 3 stays competitive, offering modern conveniences and ease of use. The BYD Seal, introduced in Europe, represents the company's ambition to challenge established players like Tesla. With its aerodynamic design and advanced E-Platform 3.0, the Seal is positioned as a flagship saloon, aiming to outperform the Tesla Model 3 and Hyundai Ioniq 6. The vehicle features an innovative cell-to-body battery system that integrates the battery into the vehicle's frame, optimizing space and lowering the center of gravity for better handling. The Seal's impressive range and powerful performance options make it a strong competitor in the premium EV market. As BYD positions itself against global giants like Tesla and Volkswagen, it aims to carve out a strong presence in the crossover and sedan markets. Tesla's dominance in the electric sedan segment is well established, particularly with models like the Model 3 and Model Y, but BYD has responded with vehicles like the Seal and the larger crossovers, targeting similar customer bases, but with the added advantage of price competitiveness. Volkswagen, with its ID series, also competes in the same space, but BYD's technological advancements in battery technology, such as the Blade battery, give it an edge in terms of safety, energy density, and cost efficiency. BYD's ability to offer compelling alternatives at more affordable price points has been one of its key strategies in challenging these industry leaders. BYD has also expanded into the luxury market through the introduction of its premium brands, Denza and Yangwang. Denza, originally launched as a collaboration between BYD and Mercedes-Benz, focuses on producing upscale electric vehicles with a blend of Chinese engineering and German luxury. Today, Denza has become a standalone brand that delivers premium crossovers and minivans. These vehicles feature top-tier technology and design, catering to a more affluent consumer base, particularly in the Chinese market. Yangwang, on the other hand, marks BYD's foray into the world of luxury sports cars and SUVs. Yangwang vehicles are aimed squarely at competing with established European luxury automakers such as Porsche, Ferrari, and Bentley. With a focus on performance and exclusivity, Yangwang's models incorporate cutting-edge battery technology, high-performance electric drivetrains, and sophisticated design elements. But what about affordability? BYD Seagull, a case study. The BYD Seagull is the smallest model in the company's expanding lineup of electric vehicles. Designed with the urban commuter in mind, the Seagull encapsulates the company's vision of creating practical and efficient transportation solutions. Its exterior features a modern aesthetic, with a compact aerodynamic silhouette that not only enhances its visual appeal, but also contributes to improved energy efficiency. The design incorporates sharp lines and a distinctive front grille that emphasizes its electric nature, setting it apart from traditional combustion engine vehicles. Inside, the Seagull prioritizes functionality, featuring a spacious cabin despite its small footprint, with smart storage solutions and user-friendly technology aimed at enhancing the driving experience for city dwellers. The vehicle is equipped with a choice of battery capacities, providing flexibility for buyers based on their driving habits. The Seagull's driving range is particularly impressive for its class, with estimates of approximately 300 to 400 kilometers on a single charge, depending on the specific configuration. This range makes it an attractive choice for urban commuters who may not require the extensive range of larger EVs, but still seek a reliable vehicle for daily use. Additionally, performance metrics indicate that the Seagull can accelerate from 0 to 100 kilometers per hour in around 8 to 9 seconds. So, how has the market reacted? Market reception and future prospects. The market response to the BYD Seagull has been overwhelmingly positive. Upon its announcement, the Seagull garnered attention for its competitive pricing strategy, positioning it as an affordable option for first-time EV buyers and those looking to transition from traditional vehicles. The attractive price point, combined with its practical features and advanced battery technology, has resonated well with a broad audience. Customers have praised the vehicle for its design, efficiency, and the peace of mind that comes with BYD's safety innovations. This favorable reception indicates that the Seagull not only meets market demand for economical and environmentally friendly vehicles, but also aligns with the growing trend towards electrification in urban transportation. As a company, BYD competes with global industry giants such as Tesla, but also faces competition from emerging players looking to make a mark in the rapidly growing electric vehicle space. While Tesla dominates the luxury and premium EV market, BYD has carved out a reputation for delivering a broad range of vehicles, from budget-friendly models like the Seagull and Dolphin to more premium offerings like the Han and the luxury Denza line. This diversified approach allows BYD to cater to various market segments, positioning it as a versatile competitor capable of appealing to a wide demographic. Additionally, BYD's expertise in battery production, both for its vehicles and other energy storage systems, gives it a significant advantage over competitors, allowing for better cost control and supply chain management. Both BYD and Tesla have adopted different market strategies, each with unique strengths and innovations. Tesla's market strategy is heavily focused on brand prestige, premium vehicles, and a strong emphasis on cutting-edge software innovations, such as autonomous driving features and over-the-air updates. Tesla's early entry into the EV market and its ability to attract a loyal customer base, particularly in North America and Europe, has cemented its status as a leader in the electric vehicle industry. Tesla's proprietary charging network, the Supercharger, also gives it an edge in providing seamless long-distance travel for its customers, a key selling point that rivals have struggled to match. On the other hand, BYD's strategy revolves around scaling production rapidly and offering a wider range of vehicles at various price points. BYD's strength lies in its vertical integration, particularly its ability to produce its own batteries. This integration allows BYD to maintain lower production costs and reduce dependence on external suppliers, giving it a competitive advantage in both pricing and production efficiency. While Tesla's innovation is more software-focused, BYD's technological innovations are deeply tied to battery technology, such as its revolutionary Blade battery, which offers superior safety and longevity compared to conventional lithium-ion batteries. Another area where BYD holds a competitive edge is in its home market of China, which is the world's largest market for electric vehicles. Tesla has made significant inroads in China, but BYD, with its domestic roots and strong government backing, maintains a dominant position. As the global transition towards electric mobility accelerates, BYD and Tesla both bring their own competitive advantages. Tesla offers a strong brand, software innovation, and global charging infrastructure, and BYD boasts mastery of production scaling, cost efficiency, and battery technology. The competition between these two giants will likely shape the future of the electric vehicle industry, pushing both companies to continue innovating and expanding into new markets. This competition between BYD and Tesla is set to fuel the continued evolution of electric vehicles and the broader clean energy movement. Central to BYD's strategy is the integration of electric vehicles into smart city frameworks. These cities will be designed to optimize energy use, reduce carbon emissions, and promote sustainable lifestyles through interconnected systems. BYD envisions a future where electric vehicles are seamlessly integrated into the city's energy grid, not only serving as modes of transportation, but also as mobile energy storage units. BYD is also working on infrastructure that supports this transition. By expanding electric vehicle charging networks and smart energy solutions, BYD is laying the foundation for cities where transportation and energy consumption are more sustainable and efficient. This includes developing charging stations that harness renewable energy and smart grids that can dynamically manage and distribute power based on real-time needs. Such an integrated approach ensures that BYD's efforts in electric mobility do not exist in isolation, but are part of a broader vision for a future where cities themselves become cleaner and more efficient ecosystems. Beyond transportation, BYD's contributions to energy management are crucial for creating sustainable urban environments. Their innovations in energy storage, particularly through battery systems, are designed to support not just electric vehicles, but also urban energy grids. These energy storage solutions can stabilize power supply fluctuations, improve the efficiency of renewable energy usage, and ensure that cities remain powered with clean energy even during high demand or grid disruptions. In addition, BYD's work on urban infrastructure extends to public transportation, where their electric buses and trucks are already transforming how people and goods move around cities. By replacing traditional diesel-powered fleets with electric alternatives, BYD is making public transportation cleaner, quieter, and more efficient. Their electric buses are already operational in cities across the globe, reducing both air and noise pollution while enhancing the quality of life for urban residents. As we look to the future, BYD is poised to become a key player in shaping the cities of tomorrow. Their vision of interconnected electric mobility, energy storage, and smart infrastructure will allow for more livable, efficient, and sustainable urban environments. Reflecting on BYD's journey thus far, it is evident that they are more than just an automaker. They are at the forefront of a global transformation towards sustainability. BYD's diverse portfolio, from electric vehicles to energy management solutions, showcases the brand's commitment to driving innovation in ways that positively impact the world. Their advances in battery technology, particularly the Blade battery, are setting new benchmarks in energy safety and efficiency, positioning them as a leader in the industry. As the world continues to confront growing environmental challenges, BYD's role in this transition becomes even more significant. Their mission to not only electrify transportation, but to create a sustainable legacy for future generations underscores their long-term commitment to a cleaner and greener planet. They are building the infrastructure and solutions necessary for a future where cities run on clean energy, mobility is electrified, and technology is harnessed for the benefit of both the environment and humanity. BYD's contributions to sustainable transportation and urban infrastructure have the potential to redefine how future generations experience city life. By staying at the forefront of technological innovation and sustainability, BYD is ensuring that it will remain a driving force in shaping the future. As we journey into this future, one thing remains clear. BYD is not just building dreams, they are crafting a lasting legacy, one electrifying innovation at a time. As the story of BYD unfolds, their dedication to electrifying the world and championing sustainable mobility is set to grow, promising an exciting and transformative future ahead. Well, that's it for now. Thanks for watching. Did you like this video? If you did, please consider liking, dropping a comment, and hitting the subscribe button so that you don't miss out on our new uploads. Also, don't miss this video you see on your screen right now. It's truly unbelievable.